Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Doctor Who video. This one, I'm going to be looking at this article on Doctor Who TV. I saw this and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting, in fact. I wasn't aware this happened. But there's new data from a YouGov poll, which shows that people are just completely disinterested in Doctor Who. Now, you compare it to obviously all the other data sets that we've got. The declining viewership, it's the worst it's ever been, and a whole multitude of other bits and pieces. So this is just one in a long list of data that you can use if you're analytically inclined to just to show that it's fallen on its face. Basically, it's just completely fallen apart. It has awful viewership, and people don't care. Now, I really like Doctor Who TV. They're the people that I get all of the data sets from. So this is just another one of them. So I would recommend you go check them out because they are a good website and well worth your time. So let's check this out, right? And it says it's a feature by Joel Lewis, just to say. I don't know who that is, but just to say that's who it is. So interestingly, this week obviously marked 20 years since Doctor Who returned to the screens in 2005. Basically, there was a YouGov poll. A YouGov poll was done to mark the anniversary, offering essentially a lot of insights into what the UK public feels about Doctor Who right now. Now, YouGov is overwhelmingly left-wing biased, generally speaking. If you look at all the YouGov polls, they skew very, very left-wing. That shouldn't be controversial to say. Yeah, they just do. If you look at any of them, the kind of results of them, they skew very, very left-wing. So it says this, because this is a YouGov poll, known for surveying a broad cross-section of the UK population, it is broad, it's self-selecting, but it is broad. The results give us a reliable snapshot of more mainstream opinion, and unfortunately, it's not all that flattering. For a series that has spanned just over 6 decades, the data suggests that Doctor Who is now more of a niche interest than the cultural pillar it once was. I mean, the ratings show that anyway, but still, it is interesting. Real quick side note, we're like 2.5 minutes into this video. If you've enjoyed it thus far and you're intrigued and you like this type of video, please do hit that subscribe button. It'll be really good to have you here more often. Anyway, that quick shilling out the way. So the basics. According to the survey, 26% of UK adults said they have never seen either version of the show. Now that's interesting, because you think the adults... 26% of adults, all adults. So that shows that generationally, as the generations have gone on, the interest has waned more and more. So it's not necessarily just this particular one, right? So that's also important to note. But it says that they've never seen either of the show, the classic run, or the modern revival that has been on air since 2005. Among 18 to 24-year-olds, that figure jumps to 39%. Now, that's huge, because this is actually their demographic, right? The 18 to 24-year-olds is the demographic that Russell T Davies had touted so proudly that he was capturing, right? They did say that. Those interviews where he comes out and says, yeah, well, we're polling really strong. We've got great ratings with the younger crowd. That means a lot. That's really, really good. So that's not a good thing, actually. Now, that suggests that the show, in spite of Russell T Davies' assurances, is struggling to connect with the younger generation. And even among those who have watched Doctor Who, the level of enthusiasm is underwhelming. 20% said that they prefer the classic series, while just 15% favoured the current version. So, 39% have never watched any of it. Okay. So, again, not great. And then you have 61% of people. Out of 61% of those people, only 15% of them favoured the current version. That's atrocious. That's really bad. Now, another 10% liked both about the same. So I guess you could round that up to 25% that enjoyed it. But 20% said that they do not like either. On top of that, 9% said they did not know what they thought. That's bad. That's real bad, obviously. So what does this mean? Well, looking at the age breakdown, older generations who likely grew up with or remember watching the original series are unsurprisingly more loyal to the classic era. That's not a stretch. That's obviously going to happen. Among over 65s, 34% prefer the original Doctor Who, while only 4% support the current iteration. That's not really a surprise. That makes sense. The 50 to 64 group shows a similar trend, 32% for classic and 10% for current. Younger viewers are more inclined to favour the revival era. That makes perfect sense. It's 9 times out of 10, everyone enjoys the generational things that are released, alongside, in opposition to their current thing, right? Their current day. So only 26% said they preferred the modern version. That number drops to 22%. So yeah, younger viewers more inclined to view survival era. Sorry, I'm butchering this, aren't I? But it says even in the most supportive groups, 26% said they preferred the modern version. 22% among 24 to 49-year-olds. So it just goes down, which goes to show that the type of messaging and what the subject matter of the stories are failing to connect with the viewership. Basically, as the generations get older, the subject matter is not connecting with them. Which is concerning, considering this age group is arguably the core audience that current series should be engaging. Yeah, it's like 25. Normally, it's like 24 to 35-year-olds. It's that age bracket that people want, because they're the ones with money. Basically, that's in marketing. That's what people want all the time. So, in short, enthusiasm for modern Doctor Who isn't particularly strong, even among those you'd expect to be most invested in it. Worse still, the younger the respondent, the more likely they were to have never seen Doctor Who at all. So nearly 40% of 18 to 24-year-olds and 31% of 25 to 49-year-olds said they'd never watched either version. That's really bad. For a show that wants that audience, that's really bad. Compared to just 15% of those aged 50 to 64. That feels like a huge red flag. The show's clearly not breaking through to the newer generations the way it once did. But it is connecting with some of them, obviously. This is not just about generational preferences. General apathy cuts across the board. Around 20 to 22% of every age group said they do not like either version and don't know. Responses sit between 8 to 12%. That suggests a consistent level of disinterest among the wider public, not just in younger viewers, but across the demographics. So I will leave this article linked down below. Please do check it out, because I've got a link to all the data, this YouGov poll. I've got a link to all of that, so you can check it all out for yourself. So what's the bigger picture? So obviously, older audiences are keeping the flame of the classic series alive, obviously. Current era has some support among younger viewers, but not that many, which makes sense, because that bears out in the ratings anyway. So none of this is shocking, obviously, especially given that Doctor Who's most recent run with Ncuti Gatwa in the lead did not exactly light up the ratings. They were awful ratings. So Gatwa's second season is on the way very soon. It's going to be releasing in like 2 weeks now. There's still hope for the show, but unlikely. It's just a bomb. Like, it just shows that this is a disaster. You can argue that you like it. That doesn't... Sure, fine. But your feelings don't come into it when you're looking at data. So, yes, you may like it. Be my guest. Enjoy it. There's no one stopping you from enjoying it. I would much prefer people to enjoy stuff than hate stuff, quite frankly. I want more things to be good. That's the reason why I do some of these videos. People are like, oh, you're mindlessly hating. No, I want stuff to be good. Right? I want stuff to be good. But to make stuff good again, you can't blindly follow it. You can't... You can enjoy it, but still know and acknowledge the fact that the ratings are terrible. So, there you go. Cold, hard data. It is a bomb.